Hey, hey, Wild West Adventurers! We're here at the Pioneer Living History Museum. Let's go check it out. Hey, hey, Wild West Adventurers! I'm here at the Pioneer Living History Museum up in northern Phoenix. We're going to check out what life was like in the 1800s. We're here at the Carpenter Shop, here at the Pioneer Living History Museum. You can just imagine the cupboards and tools and other woodworking that went on here, such as that rocking chair over there and a wheelchair. I see no caskets though. Isn't this where the casket maker would also be? Check out that old stove over there. That looks like an authentic 1800s stove. Here we stand at a tonsorial parlor, or barbershop as we know them today. This one is modeled after one that was in Tucson in 1870. Look inside. You could get a hot bath for 25 cents. If you wanted to get clean and dry, it was 25 cents extra. This home was originally constructed in the early 1890s in Phoenix, and it was right near the railroad line. You'll notice it's made out of wood, which was unlike most homes built back in that day, which were traditionally adobe. But because it was so near the railroad line, they were able to get wood from back east and use the wood to assemble their home. And this Victorian farmhouse is a good example of a middle-class family's home from the 1890s in Phoenix. This is a reconstruction of an 1890 print shop that was located in Phoenix. A print shop would have been responsible for printing newspapers, calling cards, invitations, and any other printing needs that the people of the town may require. This is a reconstruction of Middleton and Pasco shop, which originally stood in Globe, Arizona. Speaking of Globe, if you haven't already, be sure to click on over to my videos of the Cemetery and Historical Museum in Globe, Arizona. This church is a reconstruction of St. Paul's Episcopal Methodist Church, which stood in Globe from 1880 until 1927. It was painstakingly recreated through pictures, floor plans, and first-person accounts of the structure and what it looked like inside. Let's check out how beautiful it is on the inside. This is a teacherage from from Pleasant Valley, east of Payson. It was built in the late 1800s, and it was a small cabin that the people of the town donated as a home for their teacher. It says here, teachers were women as young as 15. Hey class, it's time to start school. This is a period bank from early Arizona, and as you can hear, the Civil War is happening around us. This is a coin stamp press, a percussion press. It would stamp coins. And this is the Arizona Bank. The banker Hal is right here. Hey Hal, can I make a withdrawal?
Not today, Missy. You hear the guns out there? We gotta get in the shelter.
All right, maybe tomorrow?
Maybe.
This is a reconstruction of the 1881 Globe Jail, otherwise known as the Gila County Sheriff's Office and Jail. Remember, we've also done that video, so if you're interested, be sure to check out that video on Wild West Adventures. So poor old Johnny Smith in there, he was laying on the top bunk, and later on today they're going to have a good old-fashioned hanging, which we've been invited to. So they're going to walk him right across here and string him up right here. Again, an example of swift frontier justice. If you'd like to prevent the gallows, be sure to give this video a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and hit that bell to receive notifications. Well, howdy, neighbor. Come on over. I invite you into my house. Come on in, have a seat. This home was originally in Newman Canyon, and it was owned by the Newman family. It was a husband, a wife, 3 sons, and 5 daughters. And if you look straight up, what you see is the ceiling, but it's actually the floor of a second level. It was a loft up there. And that's where the children slept. But can you imagine 10 people in this house? And in case you're wondering, Newman Canyon is about 25 miles south of Flagstaff. Thanks for coming. Y'all come back now, you hear? This is my neighbor John Tewksbury's house. Poor John Tewksbury. He was fighting the Apache raid in the Pleasant Valley War. He had his hand out here. This was his gun hole. As you can see, with all the bullet holes here, he put up a good fight. There was a strong opposition. Poor John lost his life in the Pleasant Valley War. The house is now for sale though, but I hear neighbor George might be interested in buying it. This here is the original 1878 boyhood home of Henry Fountain Ashurst, who was the first senator from Arizona. He was born in Nevada, but he came to Arizona at the age of 4. This is a root cellar. It is a reconstruction of the one that stood on the ranch in 1880. So apparently this was an original ranch as well. Could be used for spare bunks too when you had neighbor kids over. Here is a ranch complex. It is an original 1870 structure moved from Gordon Canyon near the Payson area. It represents the type of housing built soon after the homesteaders' arrival in a new area. So this would have been thrown up so they would have somewhere to live while they were building a much more sturdier home. Well, howdy, neighbor. Fancy meeting you here. I'm here inside what I can only imagine was a jail, because there are bars on the windows and there are individual doors over here. See the individual doors over there? I'm gonna go check it out. It's a little muddy. Yeah, I think that's what it was, a jail. We're here at the Pioneer Cemetery at the Pioneer Living History Museum. A little disclaimer, none of the graves in here are real, but they contain names of volunteers who have since passed on who were important and instrumental in developing this museum. Now I wonder, are we going to find the grave of Lester Moore, 4 slugs from a .44? Let's go check it out! Alas, we didn't find Lester Moore. No less, no more. All right, Wild West Adventurers, that concludes our day at the Pioneer Living History Museum. If you like this video and would like to see more, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Give this one a thumbs up and hit that bell button to receive notifications. Remember, subscribing is calorie-free and doesn't cost a thing. If you know of any suggestions of places you'd like us to visit, be sure to leave a comment down below.